Hey fam, welcome back, Sunnyside Oracle. I apologize for my hoarseness. Seem to have a dry throat, but I'm back here to do a Corona 2, and I'm just gonna say Corona V. I'm sure everybody knows once I say Corona. We're not talking about the beer anymore. But I was moved to use all these decks as a message for the Corona V. And I'm going to think of the V as in victory. Okay. I'm not going to give that word the energy. It needs no more energy than it already has. And I'm just going to narrate as I get these cards together. Something came to me. It says, as above, so below. So what I'm going to do is take the top and bottom card of each deck. Okay. So for those of you who may not be able to watch the video all the way through, maybe you can come back and check it out later. But my questions are, why is the coronavirus here? And how detrimental it is? And how we are to maneuver through this with one another, and any concerns that someone may have. So that's the energy that I am concentrating on as to picking the cards. So with that being said, I've got this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, about 10 decks. So if in fact you want to check back later, or you could fast forward the video to where I start actually doing the reading. But while I'm getting this together, I will say this. There are reasons and things that come, and I'm looking at even myself. I'm just a pawn on the chessboard. Okay? And thinking about some of my other spiritual messages, or even some of the readings I have mentioned about cherishing the moment. And as we move through this sidetrack victory, we have to think about, when you go out, there's certain things that you should take with you that you normally wouldn't, for the simple fact that you could be somewhere and you'll be stuck there. And that being said, bringing it to the energy of how we interact with each other during this time. And just know that you have to be a certain echelon to be in a certain know about this virus. Not what you know, it's who you know. Okay. Oh, and I said virus. Let's remove that. So that being said, family, You have to stick together as a people, no matter what paths you cross. This is a time that when detrimental things happen, people start to come together. Now, there's going to be those chosen few, or those chosen ones, okay, that will go against the grain. And it doesn't make sense to go against the grain when you have only a certain amount of power. So, as we think about the advice of telling everyone to only go out if it's absolutely necessary. And with that being said, it will be a wise choice to do as they're asking. There's one thing about it. When you have someone that's in charge that you depend on for food, gas, water, lights, things of that nature, not in a position to really be fighting against it, and you could, but it would just make the situation more powerful, where the slight freedom that we have now could be less. So, within doing your part, being kind and helpful, sticking and standing up for each other in the midst of negativity, disrespect, those type of things. So, empowering each other, being there for one another. These I'm gonna do more. All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna do this reading in hopes that it guides us and gives us something to think about, something for us to come together on and move through this sidetracked victory as one. Okay. So the first card we have is the Witness. And it being number 44, that's a figure 8. That's almost like some infinity. The sign of infinity. It says, live in your sacred witness. The inner place of silence and observing is your true identity, and therefore your true power. Your sacred witness is all you really have when all else is gone. Like the monoliths in an ancient valley of great stones, it observes and remembers the passage of the ages. The answer that you find through the timeless of spirituality and the innocence of nature offer the infinite. Each human being is on her or his own path, each different from yours. Answers to your questions are rarely found in another human. answer your own questions by reflecting on nature and conversing with your own sacred witness. I'm going to get the cards out and then I will expound on them more. So we have witness and now we have destiny. Your act of power is the key to your destiny, like a sacred flute player enticing your truth of spirit out into the light of day. Own your power because you are made of power. An act of power comes from a place of passion within your deepest being. It is an expression of your totality of who you are in the world. To find your act of power is to live your dreams. What would you do if you could do anything? Discover what that is and then do it. To find your power is to find your destiny. And being a witness to how one's destiny appears at this particular time. This is a turning point in our world of something that has never happened before. And you might be questioning yourself on different things. Being a witness to this type of way of life, of living for now, it could get a lot worse. But for those of us who stay healthy, live and walk in the light of truth and love, we're going to be a witness to how this destiny turns out. There's nothing wrong with still focusing on the things that you were in the midst of creating or things that kept you occupied. As we change into a different way of living and adjust to the limitations, adjust to a different kind of control, and just know that all things are in divine order. And it's almost as if, because you should not worry about tomorrow. Just live in the moment. Cave and sanctuary. And it feels as though we could be in a cave type energy, you know, but finding joy and thankfulness and gratitude that we can even be still in our homes and dwellings with family, friends. Think about the gratefulness and the gratitude that's in this sanctuary that we're in now. It's a very soft lockdown, okay? And depending on how far we have to go, take this time to go even if you don't have like a sanctuary within your house or wherever you are, create a sanctuary, a spot where you can go and the things that surround you are things that mean a lot to you. Things from past loved ones, things that bring you comfort. Have all those things around you. Just create your own sanctuary within your own domain. Because we're coming into a rebirth. And that rebirth may be in a form that we may not be accustomed to. And it might take some time to adjust to a new way of living. And within that rebirth, there's some things that are unfolding, things that are changing, things that are being revealed, that being calm, living in the moment, being discerning, it will ease any tension or burdens or fears that you have. Because the last thing you need to do is be in fear. Fear gravitates fear, and fear brings tower moments within yourself, be it physically, mentally, emotionally. And just to alleviate that and maneuver through this, there's a certain mind frame that has to be somewhat altered to even keep your cool. Don't overload yourself with it on the news constantly. Take this time to go into your sanctuary and be creative in something, or cleanse and clear some things out, reorganize, prepare for the rebirth, and be more conscious and precious and understand the preciousness of living in the moment. Unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. You have a divine protector, intervention, and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Now that you are being guided, happiness is your purpose. And with feeling the energy that living in the moment and having that joyful time and energy is basically what's important now. You know, you want to make sure that you have enough of what you need. And that's if in fact you can help someone else in something that they need. Be on one accord and do what you can to help someone else. And just know that divine intervention is occurring right now. And there's a lesson and a message that is being laid before us. And then there's a way in which things are guiding us. It says that, remember that we are on a path. And we got to take one step and one day at a time just being in some happiness. Both of these cards have happiness. And that energy, it's coming in strong that this is a time to be as joyous, peaceful, and positive as you can. Yep, here we go again. One step at a time. One step at a time. This is a period now where things can't be rushed. Lots of little steps make big dreams come true. So staying in a positive frame of mind is paramount, my beloveds. And just know that whatever it is, for however long it may last, we have to almost go with a certain type of flow. And just know that what's meant to be will be. Because the rebirth is going to bring some healing and some information on a different level. And with being in that healer energy, you have the power to help and heal others. There may be those that look for you for a certain amount of comfort, reassurance. And just know that the opportunity presents itself. We have opportunity and we have change. Just as 911, things weren't the same. After this, things will never be the same. Certain things you took for granted, going to the store, going to the movie theater or going to the mall or things of that nature, just freely moving about. There's going to be a lot of changes after this. Just know that there's no need to be in a fear-based mentality, because the opportunity that it brings, in the midst of chaos, there's always some good that comes out of it. You have time to actually just be. The opportune time to work on some things that maybe you've been having to put aside for a while. And just know that certain freedoms and things that were not really looked at as all that big a deal is going to be precious moments and memories. They even give you messages on TV with different movies, because now they have a series on Netflix called Containment, and I peeked at a little bit of it, and basically telling a story about what's going on right now. Wow, that Jaguar. Knowing that, I gotta figure out how to say this one. Okay, well, with the Sorcerer and the Jaguar coming up, just know that there'll be some forces and energies that may be working not so much in your favor. And this is the change. This is also within the change. that there's a new way coming. I can only say so much, but we'll get the in-depth on it as far as how the energy of the sorcerer in reverse and the jaguar. Within the jaguar energy, the jaguar is the protector of all life in the Amazon. And at times of fear, she never brings courage and certainty. Jaguar is at the top of the food chain and never becomes prey. With great stealth, she can track her mark from a distance and not even be seen or heard. She moves gracefully through the jungle, relishing the abundance of the rainforest, fearless and at ease. Jaguar knows the ways beyond death and is the master of the shadows, blending invisibly between light and dark, night and day. Jaguar calls you to explore beyond the walls of confinement, to go outside your normal routine, to push your limits and boundaries. She is delivering an invitation from your own future to investigate the unknown, to venture into the mystery and the dark places you have been reluctant to explore. Toss all caution to the wind. Know that your jaguar instinct will serve you well. And I'm glad that card came up because it says, it gives you the whole story and the energy of what's going on and how the corona has, it's like the corona has its master. I'm gonna leave it there. But just knowing that there is someone bigger, more powerful than the masses at this time, as to why we need to come together and just be at peace and harmony and be in the flow until this passes. And within the sorcery energy, this is the source of dark powers. The sorcerer represents the destructive aspect of human psyche and the self-centered behavior that harms others. It symbolizes the unconsciousness, beliefs, and ideas that foster separation, conflict, and scarcity. Wow. Have you been feeling out of sorts because you've been faced with your own character flaws and pains that you inflict on others when you are out of alignment? Radical self-acceptance is called for now. You must reconcile these darker aspects of your nature so you don't behave irresponsibly and cause more harm to yourself and to the ones you love. It's time to come out of denial and accept responsibility for your words and your deeds. When you meet the energy of the sorcerer with humility, this destructive power transforms into grace, which you can use in service to the highest good. Perhaps it's time to make amends. Do it. It will set you free from the shadows and let you step into the light. Wow. Okay, that said a lot of confirmation of what I wanted to say, and I just didn't know how to say it. And it said it perfectly. Well, very, very well. Yeah, very, very well. So being that, we're in the midst of dark forces and energies and things of that nature, those who are of peace, love, and harmony, we stick together and we move within an energy that is best for the overall good, not being selfish, self-centered. Take back your power. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. And that's why I spoke on the time that it is as far as tapping into your intuition and being on a alert and a path of love, light, energy, and being on one accord with divinity, the divine peace and love that we all hold, and even with the breathing. When things get tense and situations seem to be getting out of control, just breathe. Taking in 3 deep breaths, or just 1 deep breath, depending on how much time you have to just come back to center no matter what's going on around you. And exhaling through your mouth. So just taking several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. It can be a very eye-opening relief and experience to, wow, I was just saying opening. We've got openness and acceptance. Yeah. So being open to the universal energies that come that are for your highest good and the highest good of collective. And just know that being open to one another, we can get through this. And just be in harmony and in acceptance of what our bodies are telling us, what our inner spirits of intuition is telling us, even our dreams. Even if if yours is a physical sensation, just be aware and pay attention to all these different things that may be coming to you, because it's truly needed as we interact and be as one with the energy of helpfulness, respect, caring, and having some loyalty. Loyalty to yourself. Because this may go on until the summer. It's going to give us a lot of time to do some inner healing of the dark night soul that will come about in its own divine timing. It's almost like I'm also feeling the energy that if in fact for those things and people that may not declare you as the highest of importance. So We have to go into some dark night of soul and realize some things. But through it, as we work through it, we're concentrating and letting go of some dark night soul things so that you can come together on one accord and open your heart to your fellow man, okay? And divine timing is gonna tell and bring in the point of just flat out recognizing your self-worth. And things are going to be said and done that you will be clear on what your self-worth is, as to why you call in the tribe for us to refocus, stand together in some devotion as we observe the dark nights of souls around us, and knowing that action will prevail itself in divine timing. Taking that time to understand your self-worth so that you can return to looking at people as you looking and loving yourself. And within the energy of our tribe, to be here to help and be committed as we refocus. We just got to stay committed to being together, working on ourselves, being the most positive person that we can be, and show some love to those you meet, those you pass. It's one thing about it. It is what it is. Might as well let it do what it do, because it's going to be what it's going to be. And it's better to move through it in a very happy and harmonious energy than it would be to just, choose to live miserable, worried, in fear, anxiety, and things of that nature. Find the joy in the moment. Be conscious of your actions and your words during this time, because you never know when you're out and about where you may be stuck, confined, quarantined, or something like that. So, on a universal family energy, that's what we need right now, and we need to return to that. Yeah, there's going to be despair, and the strong ones will have to step up, basically with a new occupation, and know that you are it's almost as if within your home, you're the keeper of, what do I want to say? How do I say that? You're the keeper of the castle. It's almost like the overseer of those who may be in despair and they can't see their way to a destination, or staying in a certain mind frame of direction. I'm feeling the energy that some people may have to move and are changing homes or residence, or quarantine to their house, and somebody's taking up an occupation that they used to have to offset being out of work. And also somebody could be moving to downsize. Yeah, that despair could have you very ill. And in some cases, you can worry yourself to death. And just thinking and knowing that we don't know how long it will last or it will go on. But one thing about it, those that have passed on, they're in a better place than we are. And on that occupation is something that's going to transform you as this rebirth comes in. And there's going to be people that are going to need to be healers. It's almost like a new occupation you're going to pick up where you're the peace of mind person that will bring peace to chaos. And someone's home may be the main meeting place. For those of you who have land somewhere else, I see people gathering at your cabin or some kind of house that's away from the city. That's why I'm speaking on this, because depending on how things go, you know, it's only so much food, and how, you know, people may get in a great despair because they run out of money to care for their family. So that's why we have to be a universal family for the change that's coming. This is the second change card we got. Yeah. As the wealthy dictates. Our life. Now I know why I was speaking of growing your own food. All right, Divine Spirit, for closing clarification, what do you have concerning why this is here? What is to come of it? How should we dwell within this energy? Thank you, Spirit. All right, let's see what we got, fam, and then, all right, I'm going to call it a night. All right, so something or somebody's juggling two things at once. There's somebody that is feeling a little upset in mourning over someone who has or who is at a distance. There's some energies of, you know, I'm hearing, don't believe all the hype. Okay, just live the life, the best life that you can live right now, and be happy within that energy. And if you don't have no happiness, make some. So I'm seeing that different choices that are made could affect family, could affect, and I'm looking at those that are in charge. It could affect the way that we know our living was or used to be. Just know that as you keep focused, and some things may need to, it's almost like this is the person, it's like the overseer. They're the watcher and the seer of things that are to come. And just knowing that, staying in that positive frame of mind, and just knowing that even though there's a lot going on, there's a lot of messages, and hell, I'm just gonna keep it real, bunch of lies and fuckery going on, and you can't expect the truth because you got a magician somewhere pulling some strings. You've got things that are hidden that you have no idea of what to believe, what's truth, what's not. So why focus on that when you can focus on being happy where you are with what you have, and be surrounded by the people that bring you that happiness? And you can't be depressed over what's going on. I'm feeling the energy that somebody, they're feeling alone because they are not with family. I'm feeling somebody might be at a distance. And that's why universal family is going to be needed, because a lot of people are separated from their loved one. And as I said in the beginning, as above, so below. Just have to know how to shape shift and change as things change. All right. Well, fam, I am hoping that, oh, and I didn't know, I told you, I have no clue about this YouTube thing. And one of the Sunnyside family members said that I should have more viewers. But as I had stated before, when Spirit came to me to do this, prior to, I was not a personal reader, okay? Yes, I had my cards, and I was still bringing in and learning about the energies and things that were coming to me. So Spirit kind of threw me off into this, and it just kept saying and telling me that I had a message for the world. And I'm like, how the hell little old me got anything to tell any more than a few people, let alone the world? So I'm like, how am I supposed to do that? Get on YouTube. I don't know nothing about YouTube and how to do this. But so all I know how to do is do this recording, figure out my volume, and I haven't figured it out for the music in the background yet, but I am not technically savvy, okay? So that's why I haven't even tried to even buy a camera yet, because I don't even know all the things that go along with the YouTube. I'm just coming and bringing the message like Spirit told me to, okay? And that's why it's Oracle, because I was so drawn to the Oracle cards, okay? And once I opened up and accepted this pathway, I was just thrust into it. So I didn't know that likes, shares, even the bell, the subscribe bell, all that means something to create your channel. And like I said, I started with no one. I just started telling a couple people, some, friends that I knew or things of that nature. And then I got blocked out of Facebook. So I did have more coming when I was on Facebook. But I've had that account for like 15 years. And I don't even know the real the password from back then, nor do I even know what phone number I had 15 years ago. So I might have had 3, 4 phones since then. But however, for the channel to grow, Sunnyside asking her family to let, if in fact you know something, to let me know what should I be doing or what else can I do, and to help the channel grow, okay? Because I didn't do it for the money. I came to do it for the messages. And now I'm realizing, because it kept, I mean, it was like it was a rush. It was something that just had to be done because I just had to do it on September the 11th. I'm like, what? I'm not even ready. And so many videos I've had to delete because it had music in the background. So it's been a ride for me, fam. And if in fact you would like to help the channel grow, because I think I'm like 6 months old, and just share, hit the bell, hit the like, leave comments, and I don't know what else just yet. But however, I do invite more people to look at these messages, and I know I'm going to tell you about the love going on in your life, but right through here now, we have to, nothing wrong with love, nothing wrong with being with someone, but there are some more serious things going on and that are coming that we need to be aware of. So that was my main focus for the channel. And then somebody said, you're going to have to do other readings because no one is on that spiritual shit about da 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 da. So I'm doing the love messages to help bring in the subscribers and more family members, because as the days go on, these type of messages, and they won't be this lengthy like this unless spirit deems necessary, okay? But I will be doing hopefully daily spiritual or every other day of something that is just for you to even deal with relationships, okay? And I keep you aware as best I can about the different signs that are in and the energies and things that, the energies to be expected, okay? Because the planets, the signs, the moon and the sun, they all have a different effect. And even all the signs have a different characteristic and vibration of them. And it sets a tone and a mood, okay? And Sunnyside Oracle wants you to be in tune with yourself and in tune with the universe and whatever God you serve, for your best overall good for you and for our community and for the world. So those who are on a positive note will embrace this, okay? And I'm bringing in the Sunnyside family, all right? So fam, appreciate you helping with the channel, with your shares, your likes, telling them to hit the bell, subscribe, the bell on the next to the subscribe button, okay? And thank you so much for your patience as I keep moving through figuring out this YouTube thing, because I really need some help, okay? Sister really needs some help. All right, fam, so until next time, because I know I'm going to do a reading of the 2 signs again, too. All right. All right, beloved. As we move on this day forward, moving in a new way and a new day, We're going to keep it peaceful and positive wherever we go, wherever we go. All right? Until then, beloved, love you and take care and see you soon.